You may recall that on the 27th of March 2020, I briefed you on the highlights of the level of preparedness of the Nigerian military in support of the federal government of Nigeria towards tackling the COVID-19 pandemic. In this regard, I am to give you more details on the preparedness of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, which are as follows. First and foremost, a committee headed by the Chief of Defense Training and Operations in the person of Major General Irabo is in place interfacing with all relevant ministries, departments, and agencies of the federal government of Nigeria managing the COVID-19 pandemic. And also, as mentioned in my first briefing regarding COVID-19, there are 17 isolation and treatment centers earmarked, which are spread across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country as follows. The last time I didn't give you the breakdown and the details, but here they are. In the southwest, we have the 68th Nigerian Army Reference Hospital located in Yaba, Lagos. We have the 2 Division Hospital in Ibadan. Then in the south-south, we have the Military Hospital Port Harcourt, Navy Reference Hospital Calabar, Military Hospital Benin. Southeast, we have the 211 Regiment Group Medical Center, Owerri, 82 Division Military Hospital, Enugu. Then the North Central. In the North Central, we have 161 Nigerian Air Force Hospital, Makurdi, 22 Brigade Medical Center, Ilorin. In the Northwest, we have the 44 Nigerian Army Reference Hospital, Kaduna, 465 Nigerian Air Force Hospital, Kano, 263 Nigerian Air Force Reference Hospital, Daura, and then we have 119 Composite Group Medical Center, Sokoto. Then in the Northeast, we have the 261 Nigerian Air Force Reference Hospital, Bauchi, 161 Nigerian Air Force Hospital, Yola, 7 Division Military Hospital, Maiduguri, and 27 Task Force Brigade Field Ambulance, Damaturu. The plan is that these centers are working closely with NCDC and the Central Management Committee of the federal government to ensure that they are as close as possible to most of the urban centers, where the states will eventually establish their various centers, as the case may be. Further to this, a good number of Armed Forces of Nigerian medical personnel have been earmarked to be trained on the management of COVID-19 cases, which will be done in liaison with Nigerian Center for Disease Control. Of course, we all know that it is not an all-comers affair. So you have to be specially trained on how to protect yourself at the first instance before you can now go and manage a COVID-19 case. In the same vein, about 48 disaster response units of the Armed Forces of Nigeria are on notice to move in conjunction with NEMA. These units will handle operations other than medicals that may arise in the course of this non-kinetic military operation. That is to be explained better. Any other thing that will come up, apart from medical functions, will be handled appropriately by the military. And some of them, which amongst others may include miscreants taking undue advantage of the situation, the disaster response units are there to provide that adequate and non-kinetic support. Finally, The Armed Forces of Nigeria is to implement all restrictions on movement in line with the federal government of Nigeria. And for the avoidance of doubt, I want to state here that this includes the presidential directive given by the President Commander-in-Chief during his address to the nation on the COVID-19 pandemic yesterday, 29 March 2020. On this note, I wish to express that the High Command of the Nigerian military hereby solicit for the support of the general public in this trying period of the fight against COVID-19. And this can only be achieved by adhering to all the medical and administrative guidelines being provided by government at all levels. We have one case recorded since the whole thing came up, and it's one of our colleagues that came from a tour of duty visit or something abroad. And when he came back, he didn't know such a thing was wrong with him, but started feeling the symptoms, the signs and symptoms. He was admitted in one of our hospitals, and when the symptoms began to manifest, particularly the fever and others, and the doctors contacted the appropriate quarters, and his test sample was taken, and it was positive. So he was moved to Gwagwalada, and he has been responding appropriately to treatment. So that is the only confirmed case. Any other one you hear from outside, maybe if you hear anything, it's a rumor. And like I told you, this is the clearing house. So and as we progress, if there are other ones, I will let you know. One thing about this Directorate of Defense Media Operations is that we want to achieve a level of high integrity when it comes to figures. We will only push sometimes to give figures when we want to counter fake reporting and then fake news. Of course, by the time the fake news comes and we give, we can now tell you, but I think this one is too much to be handled in that way. So you give us time, we'll be calling for this briefing and be updating you regularly. If anything does not permit us, we can send it to you. So by the time that, now that there is a almost total lockdown in the major epicenters in Nigeria, we believe that things will begin to roll very fast, and a lot of equipment have been coming in, which will begin to share. So we're going to do other analysis, if necessary, just like you have asked, if possible before the next meeting, as we get them. Then for the issue of penalty will be left for the police. It's not for the military, but because I shouldn't tell you that this is a penalty for any person that flouts, the directive of staying at home, of wandering from one place to the other. It should be with the police because it is their first responsibility. What we normally do is that we provide aid to civil authorities, but as I speak with you, we now have the legality, to work with them if they call us. That is just our own. So, but the penalty, of course, there is penalty for flouting any instructions or orders. That is about law and order. That, at least from my general knowledge, I know that there should be a penalty, but the police will give that clarification.